got some greenery here. We just finished clearing a bed and got some greenery to go in our compost bin. This is one of our compost bins. It's a bin, normally when you make compost it's really good to move it up and get some oxygen into it. That way it rots really quickly, it rots aerobically and doesn't release much methane. These sort of compost bins, you can't really mix them up very much, but they are good as permanent fixtures in the garden where you can just go and dump stuff. This has been here about 15 years. I don't think we've ever taken anything out of it. It just keeps going down, and these trees are probably sucking it madly. So first of all, I'm going to compress it.
Looks like you're in a jumping castle.
Yeah, just like a jumping castle. This is a fun thing in my day. This one is actually called the Dirt Vader. It's similar to a lot of the Chinese ones you can buy on eBay, but there's one difference. It's held together with bolts. The cheaper ones are held together by plastic that clips together, and you can't go and jump in them like on a jumping castle because they'll just fall apart. But this one, I can compress it really hard, and it's even missing a few bolts and still hanging together.
So why do you leave the top off? Don't you need to cover them?
No, these ones that are permanent there, they don't get near enough water to rot down properly. So you actually need the rain to go in, and if I'm ever watering these trees, I give the compost bin a bit of a water too. All done. Let's go and look at another. This is an all plastic compost bin we bought from Aldi. It's a great little bin. When it's full, you can actually lift it up and just go and empty it anywhere you want on your garden, so it's great that way. It also has these little plastic wheels so you can spin it easy, and all the goop goes down into this little container here, which you can then use as a liquid fertiliser on any part of your garden. I'd mix it with water first because it's probably pretty strong. We use this one for all our wet scraps, our kitchen scraps, because it's super easy to roll. This produces the best compost. Every once in a while it gets very wet. As you can see, there's leakage all through here, and we just get some sugarcane mulch and stick it in there. The main thing with these tumbling compost bins is to give them a tumble every time you go past them, 1 or 2 times a day. They love it. Can't get enough of it. But this is a good one because it's small. We bought 2 of them. I'd love to buy more, but they haven't been at Aldi. Anyway, on to our next compost bin. This is a big double barrel compost bin. Once again, it's a tumbling one. When you put kitchen scraps in it, you want it to tumble because they're very wet. They'll make a big clag. As you can hear, this is all nicely drying out. And if I can find a spot to get under there, when it's ready to come out, I'll just put a bag under there, tip it up, take the lid off, and empty it into the bag, and then empty it. The other ones are better because you can pick them up and take them anywhere, but this is good too.
This is a good heavy duty one, isn't it?
It's a good heavy duty one. The main good thing about this one is the steel parts are galvanised. Do not buy
a powder coated steel legs.
Yep. Okay, don't buy powder coated legs. But what happens is the legs rust, the powder coating just flakes off, and we've had this for about 15 years. We bought one 5 years ago. It's already at the tip because it just rusted straight away. Powder coated metal. Don't buy it. Yeah, once again, we use this one for wet things too, like kitchen scraps. All the dry ones go in our Dirt Vader. All the wet stuff goes in the tumbling ones.
And this one has 2 barrels.
Yes.
And we made it a bit easier to use by actually cutting the slider in half because it was difficult to slide the whole thing off each time we wanted to put stuff in. So we cut the slider in half.
I'm not going to stick my hand in and show you what's in there.
You can see, actually what you can see is a lot of eggshells. We eat a lot of eggs, and so...
We're vegetarians and
yeah.
we eat about 6 dozen eggs a week. which is why we don't have chooks. Take us on.
Yeah, we haven't got the room for enough.
Okay, that's how